from the banks of the Ohio River. There's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First down, Justin Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
He'll get this to Eckler and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Gain of 6, and it's third down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
At the 25-yard.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That throw into the arms of Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. And the Chargers first down.
The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Here's Herbert down on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And that's complete. It's Green here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's good.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Bengals 7, Chargers 0.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On second down, here's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
A 5-yard pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon on the toss right. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10.
2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal. And, gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Burrow going to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Or the point after.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Four yards remain for second down. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Herbert's pass.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
42-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the gun, Herbert. He goes full extension, and he's got it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Check 26, check 26. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Again, it's Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On the return, it's King. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Going deep here for Allen. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Second and 11 at the 39.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 13. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Mixon with a first down carry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Watch that. Check 52.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and...
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ball game. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
49's the mic. I'm on. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Bring it.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Uzama. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He was brought
the tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cincinnati, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.